From the studios of the Department of Communication in Phillipsburg, welcome to Next Level Thinking. Here are your hosts, Team APAP. Say Martin.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Next Level Thinking with your psychologist from APAP SXM. My name is Stephanie Hassett, and I'm here together with Caroline van Oost and Sanne Gruiters. This program has been made possible by the Ministry of Public Health and DCOM. And this program highlights topics that help deal with the subjects that matters most, ourselves. So last year we were here as well. DCOM invited us as the members of APAP SXM to create Next Level Thinking. That was an amazing experience for us. We got the chance to, bring across our message and let you guys know what psychology is really about. So we had several topics last year. We started talking about what psychology actually is, that it's kind of everywhere, right? That it's not just the regular patient, psychologist, therapist setting, that there's so much more.
Yeah, indeed. It's more than just that clinical setting and that talk to the psychologist on the couch. Remember that we talked about the couch and
that it's
you
not
had a
there?
Couch in the office,
Exactly.
right? I do not.
Exactly. I do have a couch.
Indeed.
Yes,
you
still
have
there.
a couch.
Yeah.
I don't have a couch.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
But it's so much more than that. So much more than only the psychiatric disorder.
You know, we talked about those, though. We talked about how it is to live with a disability, how it is to live, with those type of difficulties. But we also talked about, for example, that you find psychology in commercials, that you find it around you, politics, grocery store. Sanne, you had a story about the grocery store.
Yeah, in the grocery store, I remember I spoke about being there, doing your groceries, and you have your child with you, but your child is throwing a tantrum in the middle of the aisle.
And you feel embarrassed and what to do.
Everybody watching you, you're feeling like you're being a bad parent. So what do? You want to end that situation? Get out there quickly.
Exactly.
Oh, good times. Those moments. Oh my God.
Right. So we talked about those various things, right? That all of those have an effect on how we feel, how we think, how we behave. And all of that is psychology. But we also talked about hurricane stress. We also talked about very serious topics. 2017 was Hurricane Irma. And a lot of people were affected by this.
Yeah, and do not forget Maria.
And Maria, definitely.
And
right.
also the aftermath afterwards. It was not only the hurricane itself, all the things after and what we went through and what some of us are still going through. It was good that we spoke about that. And I think that needs to be spoken about regularly.
And when people talk about a hurricane and psychology, I think almost everyone will talk about trauma. Mm-hmm. But it's not just trauma and it's not just anxiety. But indeed, as Caroline said, the aftermath, all the businesses that went down, resulting in financial problems, all kind of different stress that impacts your daily functioning and can have feelings of helplessness, sadness, depression as well.
Yeah. But also how it can turn around your life. So not only put everything down, but how you can build up and how we can be resilient and how we can get that positive thing going on as well. And I remember not that long ago, I was at the Hurricane Expo and we spoke about being resilient and community care and how we can mean something to each other, especially in those moments. Mm-hmm. And, that's something even the hurricane gave us in a way.
Right.
Yeah. You look out for yourself, you look out for your family, but also your extended family. And I think the community is that extended family.
Definitely. And I think we showed each other that we're able to. We're a resilient community and we can help each other. We can be there for each other. So we discussed that and we discussed how that affected us and how we adjusted after that.
And how we celebrate.
That
was a good
exactly,
episode.
how we celebrate. I love that episode because I love to celebrate. I was doing it just now coming down here. In the car again, music blasting, just loud. I don't even think I had something actually to celebrate, but it felt good.
Yeah, those small celebrations, I think those matter the most.
Exactly. But we also had Carnival because we were talking about that as well.
Did you go to Carnival this year?
I did.
Yeah, me too. I enjoyed myself.
I had a great time.
I didn't.
You didn't?
Sorry.
You missed this celebration?
Yeah, I missed that celebration. Yeah.
But of course, as we just said, right, there's celebration in the big things, but we have celebration in the smaller things as well. And just in the small daily things we can be happy about and we can be joyful about. So all of those things we discussed, and we discussed, that positive energy that kind of runs through everything, and that we tend to at times lose it and get into this negative cycle, but it's so good to find back that positivity and hold on to that when we can.
Balance is the key, huh?
Balance is key, definitely, because we discussed that, of course, as well, that all these things are so normal. It happens to all of us. We experience ups and downs, but we adjust, we readjust, and we continue. Life goes on.
Indeed, life goes on. I mean, children are not getting any younger, and adults, unfortunately, neither.
No.
That's also a thing, aging. Maybe that should be an episode. How do you deal with aging?
Aging, yeah, because it does get harder the older you get, I have to say.
Yeah. And I mean, children are the future, right? That's what we say.
Exactly.
So if you want the future to be bright, then let's think about our contribution to the next generation.
Yeah. So, and I love doing this, just being here on the radio, because I think that's such a big contribution, if I may say so myself. But just adding that information and giving that information to everyone out there listening.
Get us to that next level thinking, right?
Exactly. That is kind of our goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about all those things. And today we're also be discussing a little bit of our frustrations. Because Sana just said it, right? We're not getting any younger. Yeah. And aging is difficult, as Caroline said. And at times, certain things frustrate us. Certain things make it difficult for us to go through those phases, to do certain things, just daily life frustration.
Yeah, right? It is something.
Exactly, right? And this is something that comes up for all of us. We experience frustrations, I guess, almost on a daily level, on a daily basis.
Yes,
exactly.
We do. Yes, we do.
Yeah. And it is something, actually, we are programmed, our brain biologically is programmed to look out for frustrations, for danger, for difficult things, because we want to control it. And we think by focusing on it, we can control it, but actually it's making it worse.
Right.
So, yeah. And I have an example on that because I remember my motorbike instructor, he once told me, Sanne, if you don't want to hit that tree, don't look at it. Focus on where you want to go.
Uh-oh, don't tell me it went wrong, right?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Hey. No, but it does not mean that we need to close our eyes for negativity or problems. But, when you don't want to hit that tree, we'll have to think about where do we want to be.
Yeah, but that's so hard. I get you, but it's so hard because we get frustrated every day.
Yeah.
So you need to focus on your goals and not be sidetracked. But sometimes if you hit that tree, you won't be able to reach your goal. So you also need to be mindful then of where the trees are at, right?
Yeah.
So
and if you hit that tree,
if you hit that tree, what then? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you feel?
Yeah.
And what do you need?
I think I would feel hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, upset if the bike is broken.
Yeah.
Because that brings on a lot of stress afterwards.
I know.
Fixing
what about
it,
the anxiety of the next time you want to get on that bike?
Oh, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And eventually, after keeping on trying, it would frustrate me.
Yeah.
That I'm not getting where I want to get.
Yeah. Going back to our children being the future, if we don't want our child to misbehave, I see it a lot when a child is misbehaving in the aisle of that grocery store, for example. What do we tell them? Be quiet, behave.
Stop it.
Stop it. You focus on the problem.
Yeah.
So you're trying so hard to push that away, push the difficulty away. We're punishing ourselves for it or just for having the thoughts about it, but you're just making it worse.
So frustration is actually just focusing on the negative. That's what we're doing.
In a way, yeah.
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 Yeah, you could see it like that.
Right. Okay.
Oh, so this is going to be quite a negative episode.
I think so, right? We were just talking about celebrating, and now we're talking about frustration.
Yeah, but we're also going to talk about how to deal with that.
Do we want to get into this, really?
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's just do it.
Okay, we're going to discuss frustrations, as we said, but the rest of the season, we're going to have some other topics as well. And even though this is kind of like a hard one to start off with, we want to end it off well. So starting with frustration, we'll go into social media, talk about that and what does that mean for you, but also talk a little bit about mindfulness. Oh, did you actually know, guys, that we were NRF, so the Nationaal Rampenfonds, made it possible for us APAP members to practice in mindfulness and offer mindfulness training to 100 citizens in St. Martin. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Exactly, sure. and we'll post about that on Facebook if you want to know more about that. But eventually we'll also discuss happiness and humor, So we'll try to end off this season on a
I'm
good
looking
note.
forward to those episodes.
Exactly. So today we'll first of all introduce you to everyday frustration. We all experience it, big or small. And after the break, we'll get into this some more. Isn't that frustrating? Breaks, waiting.
Yeah. You want to hear more? But then, commercial break.
Ugh. So stay tuned to Government Radio 107.9 and hold on to Next Level Thinking.
Next Level Thinking.